Yo, what's up, everybody? It's the Goat, and today I got I got a buddy with me. We're gonna be doing a dual commentary. So, Busy, why don't you introduce yourself a little bit?
It's the goat that goes by, right?
Yeah. That's the
Yeah,
animal. Yeah. That's
not the
that's.
llama. I don't even know.
Yeah.
Just
So
wanted to
we.
say and I'm gonna interrupt you on purpose there. I just want to say I'm very grateful for the opportunity, bro.
Yeah, no
Sorry,
problem, man.
I
Just
brought my
calm down.
puffer. I
Take it
brought my
easy.
puffer.
Take it easy, dude.
I'm kidding. I'm
Don't
kidding.
want you to have a heart attack here.
I'm
uh,
just such a fan, bro. Yeah.
Well, we've been trying to do this forever now, man. It was like what, like probably in August we were planning on doing something like this.
Yeah, a long time. I mean, I remember back when you messaged me. I think you had like what 200 subs or something, and you messaged me because I was on your friends list for a while, and just kind of kicked
Yeah,
off from there, I guess.
yeah. I remember. Yeah, you were on my friends list, and I never knew that you had like a little YouTube channel, and so did I. And at the time, I think you had about almost 1,000 subscribers, and I had like maybe 200. And I just was telling you that I watched a couple of your videos and stuff, and then we just started talking. It kind of went from there.
Yeah, it was pretty cool though. I mean, like I've met a lot of people that people that I would consider to be my friend, like you or Alex, and just a lot of other people that have helped me along the way, just in random lobbies in Xbox, to be honest.
I know it is pretty crazy how that works, and it's weird that you can like actually develop like kind of like friendships over like Xbox or like
Yeah, yeah.
YouTube or something like that. Because it sounds kind of corny, like oh, I met this guy over the internet and I consider him my friend, but that's kind of like how I feel with you too.
Yeah,
Uh,
no, it's weird. Like whenever I'm like, yeah, I'm just talking to my buddy, to my brother. He's like, "What, your Xbox friend? You fucking nerd." I'm like, "Nah, he's a cool guy. I like talking to him, you know."
Yeah, man, I know a lot of people they just don't like understand that at all. I guess that's where kind of video games is like different from like the real world, and that things are just different.
Well, the one thing I can kind of see as being like kind of a different aspect to it is that there's no like body language, whereas there would be in a real life friendship. And I think that what is it, like 80% of communication in real life is through body language, something like that.
Something like that. You probably learned that in school. I haven't been in school in years, other than for HVAC. But in this game, I just wanted to bring this up. Busy actually gets two MOABs in one game, so this is a pretty beast gameplay, I must say.
And if someone in the comments could please take into account how many times I kill the guy X Roz, and just maybe leave a comment saying how many times I killed him. This kid has got to be the worst player in Call of Duty history. This kid must not have thumbs. I'm not even kidding. Like,
Yeah, well, speaking of not having body parts, why don't you tell everybody about your eye? I like to call Busy the Cyclops when you play. I mean, he only has one eye, and he's got to be the best person out there with one eye. I mean, let's get serious here. He has to be.
as big as the competition is. I mean,
Yeah, there's
yeah.
tons of people out there, but
Speaking of that, I once was at the Toronto Zoo and there was a goat with one eye. Well, I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, I was just briefly, because I mean I've told the story 1,000 times and I don't really enjoy doing so. But it's at a party in like grade 11, and there's some guy like shoving his girlfriend around, and I beat him up pretty badly because I can't stand for that kind of thing. And then I proceeded to get extremely drunk that night, and on my drunken stumblings home, he hid in a bush and threw a rye bottle, like one of those really thick glass rye bottles, at my face, and cut my eye up. But anyway, my buddies ended up breaking his knees in, and I ended up fucking his girlfriend. So it's kind of a win-win in a way,
yeah, but you're out an eye though, so
Yeah,
yeah,
that's true. Well, I mean, he had a football scholarship lined up, which isn't gonna happen anymore. So
yeah. That's just a shame. But hey, you're making do with the one eye, man. You
yeah, it's a
pretty
fucked
much
up world out there.
yeah. Yeah.
I don't think how that related to how I'm making do with one eye. But by the way, guys, if you want to know what it's like to play with one eye, just close one eye and play. Tell me how you like it.
Yeah, so what would oh man, that would be definitely hard.
It's weird. I mean, you get used to it like anything, but
All right, so what are we talking about here, Busy? What else are we talking about?
why don't you talk about your background, Chris? Why don't you tell all of In the Dark subscribers about how you were a heroin dealer in Mexico?
Oh man, yeah, those are the stories that we keep under wraps. Nobody can find out about my past. I don't talk about my personal life too much. We just keep it strictly for the gameplay on this channel. But we're kind of going a little different, a little off topic for the most part with this dual commentary, and just a little something different. You know,
Well,
for my
if you, all of
subscribers.
Chris's subscribers didn't know, his real name is Hernandez Manco-Winquez, and he's okay, too far. Anyway, whoops. About the gameplay, I don't know. Do you want to touch on Ground War versus style MOABs or ACR or?
Yeah, well, that's actually not a bad topic at all. Me and you were debating that, and like the subscribers' input as well. All you guys out there that are pretty decent at getting the MOABs. I think it's much easier to get them in 6-on-6, but BigBizzE, you kind of disagree, right?
Well, you know, okay. Now that I've played both, I think it all depends on the lobby, in my opinion. But
Yeah.
the thing is Ground War, I think there's a higher chance of you getting to an easy lobby, I guess. But then, I don't know. There's a lot of factors, I suppose, that you have to take into account.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like, excuse me, I just like burped into the mic, but drinking a cup of coffee. Really good. I just got one of those Keurigs for Christmas. You ever see
Man.
those things?
Dude, is it the one that like stores hot water so like
Yeah.
literally instantly makes it? Oh man, I have
Yeah, and it just has
fucking
this
amazing.
little like look like little cups that you just
Yeah.
kind of put in place in it and it just makes a cup. Yeah, those things are awesome. But what was I saying? Oh, well, as far as the Ground War versus 6-on-6, I feel like on 6-on-6, you can kind of you could more easily move around the map, and you can kind of like I don't know. I just feel like the skill gap like kind of is easier to I don't know. It's easier to like. I don't even know what the heck I'm trying. What am I trying to say?
I think what you're trying to say is that like, you know, you're not gonna run into those situations where there's like 8 guys in front of you.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. Like you can kind of like, you know, more easily kind of control the engagement if you want to, or anything like that. So I feel like, you know, the better players can kind of stand out more in 6-on-6, as in sometimes in ground.
But if you think about it, just what you just said there, the better players will stand out in 6v6. If you're up against the full party, that's pretty common in 6v6. Don't you think that can also be kind of a hindrance? You know, the kid that notices you're on a 22 gun streak and pulls out the Type 95 and sits in the corner.
Yeah, no, I mean that's definitely true as well. But I mean, I don't know. In ground more, it's just sometimes it's just really hit or miss with it because